And welcome back to Island Life Live. Our next guest is a local boy from Hilo who bought his first house at 15 years old.
That's right. Peter Savio has decades of experience in local real estate, earning numerous accolades and awards over the years.
And he joins us right now from the Savio group. This is Peter Savio.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Big fan of yours. Yes. Well, first of all, congratulations. You just released a brand new book titled Hawaii's Housing Solutions, Move to the Mainland. Please tell us about the book and why you decided to write it.
The more important part of the title is the last part, is 60 years of failure has to stop. Basically, I'm an affordable housing developer. I've spent my whole life trying to get people into home ownership. And I've watched our state for the last 50, 60 years try to solve the problem and fail miserably. Almost everything they're doing is making the problem worse because they don't understand the problem. So their solution is the wrong solution. And that's what I'm trying to get out to the public. The politicians don't want to listen. They don't want to take the risk on changing course. But I think the public has to demand it because we're failing, miserably failing.
Frustrating, yeah?
Yeah. There's no need for it. There's no need for it.
Yeah. You know, you reveal some surprising ideas that are going to improve Hawaii's housing crisis, including tying home prices to local wages. Can you expand on that concept?
It's the most common definition of a real estate market. So everyone wants to know, what is an affordable house? Well, it's relatively simple. All you have to do is isolate the affordable buyer. Real estate is local in nature. So when you're selling homes in a community, automatically it has to be tied to the wages paid in that community.
Right.
So if you take our local wages, what it tells us, a house should sell for $450,000, the average home. That means we're selling it now for $1 million to $1.3 million. Our market is skewed by $700,000 to $800,000. And the only explanation, it's not the cost, it's mainland buyers are paying more. Foreign buyers are paying more.
Yep.
Even now, our affordable units are priced higher than what a local buyer can pay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so it's not affordable.
It's not affordable. That's the crime. If our government understood the problem, the solution kind of all of a sudden opens up and you go, oh my God, there is a path forward.
You know, and you kind of, there's a second part to this question, because in the book you write that the supply is not the problem, but demand is. And, you know, it almost seems counterintuitive, but makes sense. Because, I mean, if we had a house for everyone, wouldn't that solve the problem?
But that is the problem. If you built 1,000 homes, 1,000 people will move here from the mainland. If you built 10,000 homes, 10,000 people would move here. It will not make housing affordable. Our problem is demand. And the demand problem is because mainland buyers and foreign buyers have more money. They can pay more than we can. We tend to have lower wages because we're a service economy. So we can afford a house at $450,000. Well, they can buy 2 or 3 for $450,000.
Right.
We can't compete. So the solution is to say, okay, if it's not a supply issue, remember when you have a supply problem, you stimulate the developer. You give the developer the money. You give the developer the concessions in the hope that he'll build more. If it's a demand problem, you give all the concessions to the buyer. So the money stays here, it doesn't go to the developer. And you create the homes at prices we can afford to pay. And you got to remember, if the average house is $450,000, that means apartments are $120,000, $200,000, $300,000, all affordable. No, they will be. They have to be. We have no choice. We have to implement the solution, or the only other solution is move to the mainland, because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse and worse. And we're at a turning point now because we're probably 30% to 40% mainland owned. Once that goes over 50, we tend to lose control. So us local guys, we have to act now. We have to get to our legislature and say, guys, the gig's up. Solve the problem or resign. No excuses anymore. Get the job done.
Let's get every legislator a book for Christmas. That is awesome. You can get it on Amazon and
it's Amazon and Kindle.
Amazon and Kindle. Peter Savio, thank you so much. I want to read that book. It's awesome.
Well,
we're going to take a quick break. In fact, let's read it in the break. We'll be right back right here on Island Life Live.